want to talk about virtual assistants. Tell us about virtual assistants. So many people, maybe they're working remotely, they downsize their office, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, I got all this work now. What am I going to do? I love the virtual assistant.
Well, COVID really changed the world when it came to virtual working, especially for law firms. It's not enough that you pay your employees well. It's not enough that you offer them incentives and bonuses and a culture that they can actually enjoy. It's not enough that you have an education system and trainings built into your law firm to elevate the education level and the experience of each employee that you have. You need all of that plus a virtual component if they want it. So one thing that we can guarantee at my law firm is that you're never going to miss dinner with your family because you're working from home. If you want to come into the office and you want a change of scenery, you can, but you're working from home. And because of that, we realize that a lot of work can be done behind a computer screen or on the phone. And now you start thinking about efficiencies. What are certain things that we could delegate to virtual assistants offshore to other companies so we don't have to do it in-house? Well, one example is the claim setup. So this is something that doesn't really require a $25, $30 an hour employee to perform. You just need someone that's a live body to pick up the phone, stay on hold with the insurance company for 30 to 45 minutes, and get a claim number so that you can send a letter of representation to the insurance company and begin the case. So that's something that you can hire a virtual assistant for $3, $4, $5 an hour to do for you. And if you train them, they're going to do it for you and you don't have to worry about it. You can even set their hours to be at 5, 6 p.m. whenever you leave for the day. So their work hours are nighttime. So they're actually running your firm 24 hours a day. So as soon as you check out, they're checking in. So virtual assistants can be found in various organizations, websites. One website that we use is onlinejobs.ph, where you can get Filipino employees. I highly recommend that if you're hiring virtual assistants, you focus on hiring them to perform specific tasks and not to solve problems. You as a CEO, as the owner of their company, should know how to solve your own problems. If you don't, find a coach, find a mentor, find someone that can teach you what you need to do to solve those problems. But you hire employees to perform specific tasks. And that's most important and most relevant when you're hiring virtual assistants. So with our virtual assistants, we have video editors that are virtual assistants. We're in the process of hiring virtual assistants to do claim setups, draft LORs, data entry, things like that. What we would basically do is at the end of the day, when it's time to clock out and then send them the report and send them what we need them to do, the best way to manage a virtual assistant is to have very specific tasks that they need to perform. So an example is at the end of the day, you go in and you do a video, like you can do a Zoom recording where you're sharing your screen. And you say, hey, I want you to go into our software program and I want you to edit and update all of these tabs right here. Here's how you do 1, here's how you do 2. Okay, now I need you to do it on the remaining 80. Once that's done, I want you to go in and update our spreadsheet here for any items that we may not have gotten to. Here's how you do this, boom, boom, boom. You record that 15, 20-minute video and send it to them. And that becomes their task to do every single day. Now, over time, they're going to get better at it and they're going to know what you need done without you having to train them. But the problem that most people have with virtual assistants is that they're not training them and they're expecting them to solve your problems without you putting in the effort of solving them yourself. So my advice is to split your work into very specific tasks that basically a monkey could perform, and you can do these bite-sized chunks of videos that you can send to someone so it's foolproof. They can never mess it up. I don't recommend hiring virtual assistants to do your critical thinking. I don't recommend hiring virtual assistants to do your legal work or research or any significant client involvement, anything that's client-facing where you're doing Zoom calls or videos or updates where there's a high chance of problems that could occur because they don't have the experience and the legal knowledge to communicate with clients. Don't let virtual assistants do that. Why on earth would you let a $3 an hour employee handle a $1 million case? But everything that's on the back end, that's data entry, that doesn't require super high level skill, that's where you bring in your assistants. And I'm not saying all VAs are equal. Some of them are really high level thinkers and they can become directors or managers of an entire department. Well, the point is if you task them and you train them over time and they get to have that kind of experience, if you train them well enough, they can train other virtual assistants underneath them. The point is, study first, know exactly what your problems is, itemize it into very specific tasks, hire a virtual assistant to perform these tasks. And if they don't deliver, make sure they send you an end of day report each day before they finish. If they don't deliver, then find someone else. That's what I think about virtual assistants.
A lot of my colleagues are hesitant to do that. Maybe they tried it one time, it didn't work out, but I think you just gotta, you gotta be a little patient. Training is key, and, not expecting really more than you have shown them what to do. But let's move on.